Hi, my name's Jan. Today I'd like to show you another word that's currently on trend in China. It's called 国潮. 国 refers to 中国, China. 潮 means 潮流, trend. 国潮 describes a cultural phenomenon that I will call national chic. It's the buzzword for Chinese aesthetic. Not so much about using the Chinese design elements to create something entirely new, but more about an emphasis on reviving the Chinese tradition. In the fashion industry, 国潮 includes brands such as 飞跃 or 李宁. They were very popular back in the 1970s or 80s, but then overtaken by international brands such as Nike or Adidas. But these days, these heritage brands are enjoying a huge comeback as the Chinese youngsters wear them as a badge of pride. 国潮 also extends beyond just the fashion industry. For example, when I was little, we used to eat a kind of milk candies called white rabbit. It tastes very bland, but comes with a white wrapper with some red or blue colors on it, as well as a big white rabbit. These days, these candies are seen as something retro, chic, and stylish. And the brand launched many spin-offs and crossover products such as perfume and handbags. Another example of 国潮 is the Palace Museum in Beijing. It has collaborated with many category players to have launched fashionable makeup kits and gift box with royal recipe snacks. All of them become massive hits on the social media. Of course, the powerful consumption force behind these cultural offerings are China's millennials. They grew up in a time witnessing China's fast growth and are very proud of their own cultural heritage. The result is a renewed interest in the Chinese culture. Another good example of 国潮 is the Hanful Movement. Hanful is a kind of ancient clothing dated back 2,000 years ago, but it's becoming increasingly popular among China's youth. It started out as a fringe subculture. Today, it's not quite mainstream yet, but if you walk on the streets, you may well easily spot a fan dressed in sweeping robes, crossed collars, white sleeves, and that's Hanful. In contrast to these Chinese millennials, the generations born in the 1970s and 80s still have a lot of mistrust in made-in-China products. They grew up in an era that China was still seen as a copycat, and they only had the eye for import foreign products. So if you are an international brand or company in China, you need not only adapt to fast-changing China markets, but also be very aware of the cultural and consumer difference. If you could offer products that incorporate local traditional attributes, you could stand out in China's marketplace.